That would be fun.
This is my finest sweatshirt.
Okay. Okay, do we, wait, I think I hear sound.
Oh, somebody else coming in.
It's- Would you? Thank you, Bruce. No, well, you didn't tell me I can do anything.
You can go.
Oh, okay, in another world, I heard it, but not this world.
Something better. Just put the Majan down.
Okay, I'm just looking to see that
I'm printing here,
you're
so
all
I'm
here,
not sure.
because we're not all there. No, did I say that? I did. Okay. So let me tell you something about Pearl. Is it Ketover? Prilik. I just love her. I saw her at several different readings for something in Nassau. I never get the organization right, so I won't even try. But one or both of the Nassau organizations, and there was such a classiness about her, and such a vibrancy, and such a love about her, and I just couldn't wait to get her here. And we've gone back and forth over it, and she braved coming out here, and I'm so thrilled. So that's what I think of Pearl. I loved her poems, and I'm going to tell you some grown-up stuff about her. Not really grown-up stuff, just a little. Okay, so Pearl Ketover Prilik is a poet, writer, and psychoanalyst in private practice. Her earliest adulthood was spent living and teaching in St. Croix and St. Thomas, which are still home to her heart. Story later. Dr. Pearl, or PKP as she is familiarly known, has had 3 nonfiction books published: Stepmothering, A Different Kind of Love, The Art of Stepmothering, Becoming an Adult Stepchild, was editor of the Adelphi Postdoc Society for Psychoanalysis and Psychotherapy newsletter, and editor-contributor of 2 international poetry anthologies, Prompted, an international collection of poems, and Beyond the Dark Room, an international collection of transformative poetry. She has authored several poetry collections of her own, and been delighted to see her poetry and fiction appear in a wide variety of journals and collections, including 4 and 20, World of Myth, Indigo Rising, Burning Word, Haiku Journal, Scissors and Spackle, I like that, Tuck Magazine, Poetry Quarterly, Bard's Annual, and Nassau County Poet Laureate Anthologies twice, as an honorable mention awardee, and in 2024 as a second placer. In 2025, she became a member of the club no one asked to join, and is enormously grateful for positive outcomes. During this time, she was ironically awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award by Arts in Partnership. Dr. Pearl, as she is familiarly known, is a regular contributor to the Open Mic of Shore Poets in Long Beach, and proud forward writer of the anthology poetry It's a Shore Thing. It's in an unsure world, an anthology of micro memoirs from the South Shore poets of Long Island. Say that 3 times fast. I don't think so. PKP is a longtime local resident of the barrier island of Lido Beach. Lido? Okay. Where she lives close enough to the water she loves with her husband, DJ Ira Prilik. I'm guessing he's not a DJ. I can't help myself. And her humanoid cat, Oliver. PKP is moved by a strong belief that poetry more closely approximates the multi-layered diaphanous experience of internal thought and the way the mind processes the world in which all live alongside the narratives that one creates from lived experience. You can read more of her work and background on her site, Imagine. And I'm not going to read the website, but I will send it out if you want me to in an email. The lovely and talented Dr. Pearl.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Pearl. Hi. It's so strange that you're seeing me, but I'm not seeing you like that. Okay. All right. Well, I have a whole mix of things, so I guess I'll just leap right in and start. So the first is really credit to Walt Whitman. I sing the song of my father. I sing the song of my father, every particle of my being today infused with him as though he stands beside me and has never left, though he did vanish one hot August morning, sunlight burning through white coverlets, though I felt his heart beat 3 times, once, twice, thrice under my palm, and then stop. He did not die. I sing the song of my father who left with black hair, glinted with silver in his 60th year, slipped from any coil, mortal or otherwise, but for the coil that holds my heart, pounding my soul still. I sing the song of my father. He turned my head to the first cloud in my first sky, to the wind in the shimmer of sun-filigreed leaves, to the sea rippling as he drifted sand through fingers, and we sat together, watching a tiny flag on the top of a curlicue castle tilt and fall into the onrushing tide. I sing the song of my father in the eyes of all who work hard and deserve respect, and those who cannot find work through limitation or exclusion, in the wonder of all that sprang natural and all that rose from the mind of men and women. I sing the song of my father, who turned my face to cobalt and burnt sienna, the shock of turpentine on a clear morning, a blank canvas holding all possibility. I sing the song of my father in the crabs that poked from the mud on the day on the pier while he painted, and the sun began to slip below, gilding all in that silent, sacred place to which he granted me entrance. I sing the song of my father to sunburnt ribs that rippled under young flesh, to his ebony hair, to the taste of salt on that young flesh as he carried me far out into the sea. I sing the song of my father to that crinkle-nosed secret smile he passed to my mother as they sang from song sheets, to his eyes closed in ecstasy as music shook the walls around, and I peeked from my own encouraged experience to see a tear trailing at crescendo. I sing the song of my father as I feel his hand in mine, strong, ever present, singing in the shimmer of leaves in a willow rustling in chestnut blossoms, soaring on the velvet tip of a blue jay on a clear day, returning call for call. I sing the song of my father as he stood watching my ride on a carousel, light slanting through high windows, calliope playing, waiting for me with open arms to jump. I jump. I sing the song of my father holding my newborn son in aquamarine waters, high above his head, diamond droplets falling about them, falling on them. I sing the song of my father, coffee cups before us, words flying as red cardinals soaring from above, between, above. Again, I sing the song of my father. I sing in memory, in reflection, in honor, in dedication, and in love. I feel his presence in the air that brushes my cheek, in every particle of my being. And though I thought it a wonder that he left when his hair was mostly black and his back straight, when he could bend and rise from the earth of his garden, hands rich with fragrant loam, left still young enough. I see him now, hair white, the slightest stoop as he stands, shining in the blaze of sun, beams shooting dancing rays, for it is from his lips I sing his song forever with the life he lent to me. And that's that.
And that one was very good.
I never get a chance to read that because it's a bit long.
You know what? I am very much a fan of people getting to read their whole poem. There are only a few people who have ever violated the sacred trust of the length of whatever it is, and so, you know.
But a feature,
Oh,
you have 20 minutes to work with.
yeah, I know, I'm going. I'm gonna read fast.
We'll shut up now.
Don't
Okay.
be fast.
Okay. Well, that was, okay, we're gonna skip this one because it's enough about me. I think you get the idea of who I am. I'll save the inevitable creep of the tide for you. Linda. So anyway. Okay, and now something a little different, a little rhymey. And it was also the title of a chapbook that I put together. It's called Gobsmacked. When day might turn to night and night might turn to day, and people stop talking to you, and why, they won't say. When the ice caps are melting and some say nothing is wrong, and the bees they are leaving and the frogs stop their song. When politics turn misanthropic, a mass, mad, mobby joke, and those who should speak forget how they once spoke. When you wake in the morning with a shudder and chill, and the future seems dark and dim and filled with ill will. When shots ring in classrooms and children fall dead, and elders are quiet while youngsters spill wisdom instead. When day might turn to night and night might turn to day, and you speak, think, and write, and don't know what to say. When your heart pounds bloody and fingers turn icy and cold, and you try to be fierce, strong, stand up and be ever so bold. When the world starts to shrink and toddlers die at the shore. When war weapons murder innocents, not less, but still more. When eyes look for footing and guidance in hurricane gales, and find instead tossed bombastic operatic paper towel tales. When it seems like you're standing in a snow globe of fizz, and the very air that you breathe is thrumming with fizz. When sense flies out of touch, and nothing seems real, and divisions are toxic, and conversations surreal. When all that you knew seems now up for debate, and too much around you spews spilled out with hate. When you want to get going but can't get to the gate. When day might turn to night and night might turn to day. As global shards of pain sidewise whirl destruction's disarray. When oceans rise and mountains fall, and injustice and wrongs far too many to articulate them all. When you see time running out, hopefulness each day attacked, then my friend, then you know you are being gobsmacked. All right.
Good job.
Really long anymore. Here's just something that's just different and sweet. It's called The Ketchup Wars, from a time past. Whooping warriors of bloodless pretend wars, we ran, mugging fierce faces at each other as we fell, graceless as bowling pins in faked suffering. The kind seen in the silence of marble-chilled cinemas, the kind of ketchup killing, where rugged men rode ranges of firing rifles, stuffed with celluloid splendor of grace, and always, always lived to ride home with clean hands to some sweet lady holding her hair off her face and their cows safe in the fence she had fixed.
I think I've seen every movie that was in.
Am I in time? Time?
You're good.
Okay.
Of course, I can't tell because I thought I wrote the time down, but I can't tell because my husband has the sign-up sheet.
Okay. Which one? Which one? That's my place. I'll choose.
7:41, so you're only 9 minutes in.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's pretty good. So this one I really liked, and I wanted to actually submit this one for the poetry walk. Because it was about Long Island originally.
I'm not a judge.
No, so I don't have to
I'm
worry?
happy to say that you can,
Oh,
I'm the tiebreaker.
well, whichever, I have others.
I hope you all
Summer people.
submit.
He was coatless as a boy should be, cutting slices through the summer air, thinking of games until finally his sneakers touched their walk and he ran to the front door at the end of the road, side stitching, breath in happy panting, already feeling the touch of Emily. Her family would be in the kitchen as they were every summer, a pitcher of cold lemonade with actual slices of lemon floating, sugar crystals rimming the lip, and he would say hi, and the summer would begin. But it was all wrong. Anyone could see it. The path weedy, the daylilies dead, the flag not flapping on the rusty pole over the door. The house sagged with that empty feel that unbodied places get. He slumped for a long while against the kitchen door, picking at the flaking paint. Sun sank. His mother would have dinner on the table and be looking out the window for him, as vocabulary words tumbled, incredibly, apparently, evidently, inexplicably. They were not coming. There was no envelope Natalie fixed to the door with an explanation, and never would there be. They were summer people, after all, their lives as far-flung, twinkling as stars, seemingly set forever, only to flicker, flash, and without warning, slice across the sky, burning bright and out and irrevocably over. Bye, summer people. This is one I really like. I don't know why, but I just do. Girls in plum sweaters. What can girls in plum sweaters be expected to know of loss? As they pass the shovel among friends, unorated letters on pretty stationery drift in the wind as earth hard hits the coffin. Inside, sweated, pruning friend on white satin. Outside, they, fresh as dropped stitches from a single skein of yarn. Knitting a forever whole, girls in plum sweaters, dirt under fingernails, cold wind in their fresh washed hair. And we're getting shorter. I had a little haiku that was in Haiku Journal some years ago. Cat on windowsill, folding boneless in sunlight, origami breathes.
Oh, could you read that again?
Cat on windowsill, folding boneless in sunlight, origami breathes.
Wow,
Time?
you're doing okay. You're in like 11 minutes. Just breathe.
Now I can breathe. Okay. All right. So now I'll breathe a little bit. All right. Up smacked. What should I do now? Okay. I'll do the one that you like. The inevitable creep of the tide. There on the shore, my father and I, sea breeze blown, he tanned and black-haired, waiting at a sanded mound. I ferrying Fantasia's beach buckets of seawater. He drizzled into magical being a castle, 3/4 tall as I. All afternoon we worked, sun lowering in the sky, people walking by, stopping to look, to smile, a trio of tow-headed siblings watching, thumbs in mouths, dumbfounded until they called away. Finally, sand, golden sun setting. He drizzled wet sand through his hands, squeezing a draped doorway into life. A small fuchsia flag posted and waving in the salty air. I watched my father, my castle, and the sudden, unnoticeable, inexorable creep of the tide, lapping at its sides. Leaned against him, inhaling cigarettes, copper-toned salt, a touch of turpentine. We bought creamsicles from the man who came around one last time, lugging a huge steel cooler. And then we were alone, in the glow of orange light, the sweet, tangy taste of citrus and cream on my lips as the gentle tide turned, rose and pushed waves closer, inch by inch, until in a sudden lurch of powerful spray, all that remained of my castle was a tiny fuchsia flag, floating out to sea. My father's arms stayed solid around my shoulders as we sat warm in the chill of bittersweet inevitability. That one people liked. That one people liked. I guess I could just close out with this one. There's it. So organized that I'm not skipping around. Okay, take this. Take this fear from me, this nausea, these icy fingertips. Take this worry of glaciers melting, swollen belly children, staring do-nothingers, rising tides and lowered expectations. Take this disgust from me at lies, bold-faced, insidious, divisive, insulting. Take this insecurity from me as offspring grown, withdraw, and bare teeth and indifference incomprehensible. Take this soul-chilled storehouse of historical horror, bodies floating from falling buildings, children torn in schoolhouses, prayerful people slaughtered, shoppers, partygoers, sleepers in their beds, drivers in their cars, walkers in the streets, toddlers drowned at shoreline, migrants housed in cages, children ripped from mothers, on and on, barbed wire and crematorium smoke wafted from past into pollution's noxious presence, slavery, butchery, forests decimated, a lone child's cry growing faint under rock, on and on and on, we all know. Take the spittle of hatred, the vicious glint of eyes, the indifference of one another, the righteous unrighteousness, the replacement of facts with opinion, the instability, the cracks widening, the smashed sanctuaries. Take the knowing that I am more old than young, and growing older still, on the known path to the unknown, working at the glorious, inglorious oxymoron of trying to find peace of mind. Take this, no, return each and every, take nothing, leave all mentioned and all implied, for in the convergence is the essence of caring, and I shall not cede, I shall not ever cede to care. All right, how about we just end with something a little nicer? For those who may not know Horton Hears a Who, this sort of came from Horton Hears a Who, which was basically a nice little children's book that talked about little people and caring for them and so on and so forth. So, long ago lived the small me, big-eyed and quite serious. Some said an old soul, a little mysterious, questioning rabbis, teachers, father and mother, questions about God and country, and why some people did what they did to each other. Up late at night, watching dark curtains sway, unable to sleep or even to pray. Even grandparents and elders never knew what to say. When I simply asked them why, some people treated others in a horrible way. I'd seen pictures of piles of children's ripped away shoes. Was more than enough to give a small child the blues. I continued to ask all I could find. The strangest thing was that most grown-ups did very much mind. Did mind that I knew and questioned about things not so cheery. They looked back at my big eyes awaiting, with looks that were, well, yes, I'd say leery. Leery of what, I wondered. I wondered about that too, for I only wanted to know what. What could I possibly do? But they shied away from my questions, told me to go out and play, when all along I knew they did not know what to say. And there were other things too, not just this old war stuff from back then. The way some people were treated, it looked like it could start up again. I stopped asking so much and read more, even found Uncle's book on a Dr. Sigmund when I opened his door. But it wasn't until I found a big picture book by another doctor, stopped with a gulp as I took in a big look. For there, and of all places, in this children's book, there it was. No, not the answer for don't, but the guideline for does. Right there in sweet rhymes, an elephantine wail of a tale of how to set all right going forward, out there into our future times. It was a tale of morality, persistence, and kind, a tale of empathy, passion, courage, and so very much more. A tale of standing up for what one believes one must stand up and fight for. Right there, finally, in those words, was the validation I sought. That view of the world as I thought it could be ought. The ache that I felt could vanish if all just accepted and lived the sweet credo, that a person's a person, no matter how small. That's that. All right, guys, let's give some other people a chance to read. What do you think? Well, Is that it, right?
Yes, you're there.
We're right on time, right?
David's processing 84 things while he's looking straight at you.
I'm
been a
sure
day.
you are. I'm sure you are.
Thank you so
Shall we
much.
Well, thank you so much. This is
And I hope
lovely.
that you have one that you can read like at the end.
Yes, I do, for the end.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bye,
Don't
everybody.
go away.
One more at the end.
Don't trip on the wire. But I'm gonna ask you to please come over here because, our friends are gonna come up, I'm sure, and do something musical. So I need to know that before I introduce you. Are you coming up to the piano?
Yes.
Okay, come on up. So 2 for the price of 1. You guys are gonna see John and Elizabeth Todris do what they do like no one else. And I'm gonna actually come around and take a picture.
Is it okay if I use the podium or whatever this is called?
If you like,
Yeah, it'll be my little music stand.
then I can't put him on too.
Oh,
That's all right, I'll talk. I'll talk anyway.
oh, you talk first and you come over here because here's the camera.
Good evening. Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. Isn't it a wonderful organization? Thank you so much for coming out. It's a lovely feature. We have holidays starting almost immediately in December. It's many different holidays. And we've chosen something that I wrote a number of years ago, which has to do with this little contraption. And Elizabeth will tell you more about it.
Hello, everybody. Well, good evening. Make yourself comfortable here. Well, one global Hanukkah tradition is a bit over the top.
During Hanukkah, people play a popular gambling game with this top, this dreidel.
Around 1500 AD, some English and Irish Christians played a similar gambling game called totem. So, in this original song, I'll be singing the role of an old, whiny dreidel, as if it were alive, and I'll also narrate.
And I'll help out with the narration too. Old on fire.
Don't get dizzy. Spinning, twirling, round and round, whirling like a silly clown.
As long as it is able.
And I whine, I'm so unstable. My dreidel has arthritis. It still wants to delight us. It tries hard to excite us. My dreidel has arthritis. Other dreidels just shout ow.
Mine slows down, staggers, goes up and around.
Does anyone have tissues? I've got another issue. My dreidel has arthritis and sinusitis. It tries so hard to excite us. My dreidel has arthritis. Every spin becomes a wobble. Then my head begins to bobble. I twirl for cash, not tchotchkes, while hungering for latkes. Foxy dreidels spin in town. Little by little they slow down.
Cries out.
Is that growling from my navel? Oh. My dreidel has arthritis. Bees beer, what now? Gastritis?
Quietly mutters.
Oi, why try this. My dreidel has arthritis. King Midas lacks my showmanship. I give them all a big guilt trip. And now for a Hanukkah hoedown. I often land right on my shin, so folks must throw their money in. You mustn't kvetch when it's been a nun.
No, yeah, no, this is fun. But when we usually spend our pay,
Folks take half, it's just horseplay.
the hard I use don't know when it quits.
Wanna take it all? Just gibble a little quiche, won't ya? I'm starving. My dreidel has arthritis. It tries so hard to excite us. I plots whenever I try this. My dreidel has arthritis. I'm past conjunctivitis. I've dealt with dermatitis. I've fought off laryngitis. And what about phlebitis? Please, not another crisis. My dreidel has arthritis. I dare you all to try this. My dreidel has arthritis. Round and round and round and round, twirling all around. Go round and round and round and round, twirling all around. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I'm dying. Round and round and round, twirling all around. Go round and round and round and round. Oy. Say some brooches for my hookus. Maybe don't try this? Oy. This dreidel has arthritis. My dreidel has arthritis. Only a Meshuggah would try this. I'd rather be having coitus.
That's coitus.
Coitus, schnitus, whatever. This old dreidel has arthritis. This old dreidel, this old dreidel has arthritis. Oi! Later. Thank you. Oh,
That was fun, thank you.
thank you very much. Thank you. And this? Is this my pen? No, that's not my pen. Okay. No, the piano's not farting. Okay.
How do you, I mean, Bruce has to leave, so he doesn't have to follow these guys. But Megan does. So Megan, it's your turn, Megan Dosh.
Okay. That was great. It's great to be here as always. This is called The Illusion of Knowing. You look over your shoulder, eyes gulp a rich green, vivid as countries on a globe, dare you to imagine the unknown. Fog wafts sharp loam of memory, scent of living and loss. Damp air clings like the past, chirps of possibility beckon. You press one foot onto the pliant ground. It teases you with its solid appearance, convinces you can predict where your next step will lead. Your foot sinks into the sponge of regret. The more you question, the deeper you slide. You chase the choices you make and didn't make. The outcomes threading through the muskeg. No single step carries the weight of today. No map marks which zigzag path brought you to this breath. One shift has the potential to unravel everything. Don't wander too far. Regret is just the illusion that you could have known where any other move would lead. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Megan. Is the TV volume up as far as it goes too? The TV
I
volume?
can't. use
Oh, you
that.
can't use that. Got it. Okay. Okay. I heard that. A little bird told me. Mary Winters, you are up next.
Right. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
This is called induction. Our front door slapped shut, a sound too sudden for that quiet morning in 1962. I wasn't too young to recall standing with my parents, watching my brother cross the street and climb the stairs to the elevated platform in Brooklyn. My youth didn't prevent me from knowing that my family was proud of him as he headed to the U.S. Army Induction Center on Whitehall Street in Manhattan. I couldn't grasp why my parents felt the Army was ideal for him. They thought it would develop his self-confidence, work ethic, discipline, and physical health. It would also transform him from a teenager into a man. At my tender age, I couldn't discern whether he was afraid, unsure, or enthusiastic about embarking on such a major life transformation. Hours later, while the Army was readying him for adulthood, I wasn't too young to understand why my mother called the induction center to make sure he had gotten there all right.
Adorable. This is
Thank
such a great group. Okay, live from Pennsylvania, Jane Wyman, you are up next. Oh, and don't read. Jane Wyman just got published. Her first book has been published, and she's very excited. It's a lifelong dream, and I am so proud.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you, everybody. The poem is Hand in Hand. Come, Lord Jesus, walk with me among the sea oats and lavender. Let me see the rolling waves and hear their crashing thunder. Show me your hand in every living flower. Let the sun come into my life and walk hand in hand with me. Help me over the boulders I come across and cause me to appreciate your gifts. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm quelling. Just saying. Oh my gosh. Okay, Cynthia Sharp, welcome to our show.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here from British Columbia, Canada, and got to hear Carol
Wow.
and everybody. So I love trees. So this poem is about trees, and I live near old growth forest. So it's about the way the branches look like flowers. And I called it Sky Flowers. Branches mingle into buds, a canopy of butterflies setting sail, the blossoming of talent from a hidden cove of ideas, the work of the trunks to manifest largely the kernel within, to dream in blends and bends of sea green world, the magnificence and relief of standing tall. We are fluorescent fronds of tree fish, swimming through phosphorescent foam to a clear path of what we deserve to be. The mysticism of color, aura of forest made tangible. Like ancient dragonflies, the esoteric heart of the world, tasting creation, we embrace permission and freedom to go directly to where we most need and want to be, an island cocoon of love, light, and safety. In the communion of trees, we learn, steadily working, day by day, season by season, stretching branches to finally flourish. That self-actualization is for the good of all. Our growth protects others. The evolution of consciousness, mirroring meditation. So thank you so much for allowing me to share that.
Wow.
For being
I
here.
hope
I
you
love
come
being here.
back, Cynthia.
Talking to you guys.
Thank you so much. This is nice. It's always nice to have new friends. I feel like I can't even think of her name. Romper Room. It's all good. Magic Mirror, that's it. Okay. Speaking of magic, award-winning poet Ann Cohen is up next.
Hi, everyone. Wow, what a great evening. We have a choice this evening. We can do something a little more serious, or we could do a very short, humorous poem.
Trust the force.
All right, I'm going to do the short, humorous poem because this is the kind of week it's been. I'm finally closing on my parents' house. Yay. It's almost 4 years, and this week has been a real goat rodeo, hence the title of my poem, Goat Rodeo. I need a little goat herd to ring a little bell and round up mangy critters who make life a living hell. Oh, where's that little goat herd? I hope he won't be late. Today's been one goat rodeo. It's time to shut the gate. That's all.
Adorable. So, Joe, are you planning on reading this evening, or are you being an adoring audience?
Oh, no. Oh, well, I am always. But yes, I do have something for you.
Okay.
All right. So this is Down the Rabbit Hole. Too much the white rabbit, I set aside running late, ignoring or denying ADHD's persistent drag on my internal state. I'm late for many important dates. I'm late on the person that I hate. No time to wash and shave. I've really got to fly. I want to make this writers group. I know I'll just die. Not true. I run and then I hop, and here's the reason why. I lost myself in many ways. In social media, I hide. I'm overdue. My mind is in a stew. There's danger if I dare to stop. My mind, it just denies and doesn't check on my internal clock. So with this verse, I try to say, my recovery is underway.
And that's a match. Okay, Barbara Ehrentrue, are you ready to give us a poem?
Yes, I am. Yes,
Yay.
I am. In honor of Long Island, I will read my poem about Long Island that's in my new book, which I just put out an ebook of this book, and it's called You'll Probably Forget Me Living With and Without Hal, and you can find it on Amazon. Anyway, it's called Long Island. The smell of wild roses growing along the shoreline announces the start of summer. I till the soil each spring for my garden, where bright red cherry tomatoes and plump round beefsteak ones grew, baby carrots fresh from the soil, and nasturtiums growing nearby. The girls played on the bricks, tightrope walking along the edges, singing and dancing while performing their productions. The hammock hung between the dogwood trees where I lay, facing the sky, canopied with the fragrant leaves. Wild strawberries grew in the grass of my backyard, and when I mowed, the smell of wild onions surrounded me as the tall grass tickled my legs. Along the fence, the roses bloomed in paint box colors, white flowers painted with red as if brushed by an invisible artist. On the side of the house, peonies grew in pink profusion. I'd cut them and bring them straight to the sink. Their blooms held ants between the petals, so I'd run the water, hoping not to flatten their beauty. In front were the azalea bushes, white and pink bouquets, and the impatiens planted along the edge, mixing with purple hyacinths. In spring, the tulips grew in ordered rows. Later in the summer, the gladiolus would tower over all with their trumpet-shaped blooms so heavy they would lean over. I went past the house since we left. The new owners pulled up the garden, replaced it with ground cover. It's as if my life were erased and all I have are half-remembered memories when my life was carpools, raking, mowing, and planting a garden, when mother was my job and wife sat on the back burner. Long Island, Suffolk County, Rocky Point, you live as the impression on the sand stays after the tide ebbs on your beaches, where once we walked our bare feet, leaving no impression on the shifting sand.
Wow. And I hope you come back too. Wow, this is fabulous.
Thank you.
Okay, Emmy Sue, you are up next.
Oh, thank you. It was a great night. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I'm going to read one since next week is Thanksgiving. This is looking back on family dinners. Big fish, little fish. All those years waiting to be promoted to the adults' table at family gatherings. What a letdown. So much discord over politics, baseball, economics, cars, even which highway to drive. Conversations collided across the table, certain voices always soaring above the clatter, especially after the second round of drinks. So much work to decipher glances, eye rolls, silent disapproval, disagreement, dismay, whispered wisps about illness, angst, and pain, undercurrents churning beneath the waves that suddenly broke into laughter, punchlines usually sailing over my head. I was now a small fish in a big pond, longing for the lack of scrutiny and correction, the fun of watching the shenanigans instigated by my younger cousins, the comfort of carefree conversations about nothing, really, waiting to see which grown-up would be first to wander in to sit with the little fish in the little pond. Pond this teenage fish thought she'd outgrown.
I love it.
You know, Emmy, I'm going to say that you and I share something else. I always say, I don't care what I look like, I sit at the kids' table. It's much more fun. Okay, do we still have Kara in the room, Kara House? No? Okay, okay. Lauren R., are you going to read? Probably just watching. Okay. How about Brett? Okay. How about Kathy Donnelly?
Hi,
Poem for us tonight?
I do, Linda. Listen, thank you. I was late tonight, and thank you for noticing I'm here. I want to tell you that I really enjoy the features, and I came in enough time to hear both. So thank you very much for your readings. I have a poem here I wrote. It's called "The Angel of Death." When the angel of death comes for me, I hope she has time to spare, patience while I say my last goodbyes. I plan to cross over lying on blue, flannel sheets. My favorite, bottom one used for the beach. I'd like my loved ones all around. Hope she appreciates people need time to commute. Perhaps she'll need a little time to check her flowing robes, stains and tears and travel, while I put all my belongings away, separated by their destinations. I'd like to be ready, so going With her is not a problem. Earthly obligations all checked off. Free to take her extended hand, let her lead out and away. If she leaves without me, called away, detoured, postponed, I'll take the rain check. Try to keep things in order while she is detained.
That's wonderful, Kathy. I'm going to do it because David Dickman is now the executive director of the Northport Arts Coalition, and I am so happy for him and for us. Your turn, Mr. David.
I want to share something. One moment, please.
Okay.
What the heck is it?
At the bottom in green? Okay.
Not helping. It's not coming up.
Do you want me to read while you look? I got it. You send it to me.
Just wanted to put up the
I know.
picture.
Okay.
If you can find it, go for it. So let me cheat a little bit and do it this way. Let's see if we can get it.
It's blurry.
Okay, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, well, so close.
It wants to call that background. All right. We have a stained glass window. The story about it is a little bit too long for simply reading. But here's a poem about it. Fall dawn. Wonder at the rising sun lighting the stained glass adorning my living room window, proclaiming Thanksgiving to one and all, a kaleidoscope of color like autumn leaves, painting God's creation for fall.
I found it.
Something? Oh, you found it?
Of course I did.
Oh!
Because I am a librarian.
So now I have to share it?
Well, you should at least share it so they can see what you're talking about.
No,
No?
come on. There we go. Share.
I feel like we should have some traveling music or something.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
Okay, stop.
There it is.
Scroll.
Right, but I can't. Now I can't.
Use your finger.
No. My finger?
Isn't
Oh,
it a
it works.
touch screen?
There it is.
Oh, so
Anyway,
there you go. Beautiful. Very nice. Wow. Very nice.
Some people keep Christmas all the year. We keep Thanksgiving all the year. Okay. So before I bring, did I miss anybody? Okay. So I'm going to read my poem called The Scarecrow Watches. The scarecrow watches as the pumpkins grow. He blinks his scarecrow eyes just so. Falling leaves adorn his hat, colored ones, his welcome mat. Scarecrow watches the turkey troop, pecking, scratching down to stoop, growing larger with each week. Scarecrow knows their future's bleak. Scarecrow sees the apples picked, watches as the candles, wicked, light the house's window eyes, whilst the baker crafts some pies. Scarecrow wears fall's magic well. It seems he's got a sense of smell. Pumpkin, apple, mincemeat pie, turkey gravy, my, oh my. Scarecrow sighs and looks on high, satisfied, closes his eyes. A wistful smile with no misgivings. Thankful for this crisp Thanksgiving. Okay, so we're going to bring back Dr. Pearl for one more round.
Real.
Just watch your feet.
Yes, as I feel over. Hey again. Okay, Linda, I know you like light, and I have one light, lots of light.
What kind of doctor are you?
Am I hiding the mic? Okay. All right. This is called Little Lights. It's a little lighter. Sleepover at my grandmother's as a tiny child. She had a green wooden back porch and rickety stairs that creaked down to a yard that to my 4-year-old self was football-sized. Hydrangeas, those snowball bushes, bursted blooms big as basketballs. And that hot summer night, given a mason jar, she told me about fireflies. They sounded magical. I could not wait, even before sunset and after my bath, dressed only in one of her satin slips, straps sliding, skirt slippery, swirling around my ankles. I tiptoed barefoot down the stairs and waited. The jar grew heavy and heavier as the sun still held in the sky. Not sure when my eyes closed, but when they opened, it was dark. And I was on my grandmother's lap. "Look," said she, and in the navy night the air flickered, flashed as though fairies dipped and danced, peeking in and out of the darkness. I was enchanted. Slid from her lap, mason jar bumped to the grass. I did not wish to catch, only to whirl with, and I turned in circles in the dark. Fireflies on fingers, in my hair. I was invincible, blessed, immortal, mystic, metamorphosized, a princess in the living diamonds, scattered shimmers through that night. I never knew that one needed dark to see the light until then, on that firefly night. And in our dark and troubled nights, we are the fireflies now. Thank you so very, very much. Really appreciate it so much. It's lovely. Thank you. It's really been wonderful.
I will do some closing remarks, but I will tell you that we have
Bye,
a
everybody.
gallery down here called the Firefly Gallery, and the owners call their artists their fireflies because they spread light with their art. It's just gorgeous, just gorgeous. Well, if you've never heard Dr. Pearl before, I hope that you seek her out wherever she's reading. I hope that she will come back, even if you come back by Zoom. It's a little bit of a commute. But that being said, I want to just let you know that we are not meeting the day after Christmas. Just thought you should know. We are meeting on the 19th of December, right? Isn't that the date? And we will be doing a read around. There is no feature, so you are the features. So prepare 2 or 3 of your poems. I will just read until we run out of time. And also, I'm saying it, you heard it here first. I'm going to be putting out a call for submissions pretty soon for the 2026 Poetry Path. We are having a launch for the Poetry Path on December 9th, at the Firefly Gallery. And those of you who are on the Poetry Path, I've already sent you love notes, but I just wanted to let you know your poems are not going to be disappearing in 5 minutes after they just got up there. But we will be calling for submissions because the process takes a while and the artists need time to interpret your work. So we look forward to seeing you all next month, and thank you so much for your support. If you, one final plea, and that is, if you have friends that ever come to this town, consider giving them a membership to the Northport Arts Coalition, because it will help to keep the Poetry Path going. And we are not necessarily off the iron lung, but we could use a little help getting off the iron lung. So I will just say that to everybody, and thank you so much, and we hope to see you next month.
Oh, yes.
NorthportArts.org.
No pressure. Well, you can give it as a gift.
Will you be sending us anything to let us know? A Zoom?
Oh, I could pass it on.
Sure. Sure.
Okay, should we send you our emails, or how will you do it? You'll do it on.
Well, are you looking for the Zoom link for this for next month?
Yeah.
Sure. If you could.
Connecticut.
You're not going to be jumping down here anytime quick. Okay, so just send. Pearl will send me your information.
Okay, I'm in Stamford, so I can't really
And
come.
Cynthia too, I hope you come back.
Oh, I will, definitely. I mean,
Anybody else that I missed that read and they disappeared and maybe are off screen?
I came for Pearl, but this was wonderful, really. I love the music. The music was great.
The Todresses are a gift every single time, no matter what they do. They are such a gift. Thank you so much. No, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. So happy
You know,
Thanksgiving.
I used to live in Long Island. We used to come to Northport. I'm too bad we're not down there now, but I would love
Well,
to come
you
and
know, it's
be.
really funny to me because somebody came up to us at the Art in the Park and they said, "Well, we don't come here anymore, and so it really doesn't make sense for us to join the group." And I said, "And yet you're here." So no pressure. Thank you so much. Oh, David's are you putting the link in the chat?
If you send me the flyer, I'll send it out for you. Yeah?
Thank you. Okay, I'm writing that down. Kathy.
Yeah, I'll send it out to my list and, if you send it, tell a few other people
we
with
do have
lists.
comments. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I love your laugh.
That's how my children find me still.
If I hear your laugh, I laugh too, even if I don't know what you're laughing at.
Kathy, I was in the Amtrak station in New York City talking with a professor, my professor from Adelphi. We were going to an AWP. And I started to laugh, and all of a sudden I hear from across the world, "Mrs. Dickman, is that you?" It was one of my students. And I hadn't seen her for like 10 years, and she knew the laugh. She said, "I knew who that was."
That's funny.
Okay, could be worse.
Yes.
Love to everybody.
Good
Thank you
night.
so much. This
Thanksgiving.
is so wonderful to start the weekend. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Yeah.
I've got your W-9. Right.